13 war goals. Let me read it out to you. You will see it on your screen too, so that you can follow me. The Wall Street Journal said the war has brought a new Iranian regime into power, one that's harder, harsher, and more extreme. And the headline says, Iran's regime has changed. Dash for the worse. Let me repeat myself. The war has brought a new Iranian regime into power, one that's harder, harsher, and more extreme. And the headline proper said, Iran's regime has changed for the worse. You know what this says to me? I want to have your comments. I want to know your thoughts, in the comment section after this video. However, what this headline is saying to me is that it is a huge problem when especially powerful countries, the superpowers, the hegemons of this world, when they decide to actually overpromise and unfortunately end up under-delivering. I will explain. Again, overpromise and then under-deliver. The problem is that in case they end up losing the battle or the war, whichever way it is, they don't just lose the battle and or the war, they also lose face. Now, the problem is that sometimes losing face is worse than actually losing the battle or the war. Let us go back to history. If you ask the Russians, they will tell you that they sacrificed the most and they won the most pivotal battles of World War II. In fact, they will insist that they lost as many as 27 million compatriots in World War II. But when the ostensible victors, the overt victors, that is, the allied countries, the US of A and the other Western countries that are allied with them, when they write the story, they will frame themselves, so to say, as the winners of the war. So you would say that while Russia may have won the battle, the Western allied countries ended up winning the what? Winning the war and won the face. Till today, they are seen as the overt victors of World War II. Especially in a world that is oversaturated by media, where legacy media, oversaturated already, is competing with social media, which is even more saturated with user-generated content. Content creators who can come from nowhere and overturn their hard work and do even better